This video is not meant to take the place of the detailed loading rules and best practices available in the industry. Please contact your serving railroad and reference the appropriate AAR rules. Getting to know the TPDX railcar and the universal chain. The TTX company is proud to announce the TPDX railcar. The TPDX railcar is an 89-foot, plain, steel deck flat car with a universal tie-down chain, which allows it to carry a majority of military equipment. In the past, military vehicles were shipped on flat cars with 3/8-inch chains, and larger equipment was shipped on flat cars with half-inch chains. This created waste as two different fleets had to be managed to carry the loads. A universal chain was developed with a half-inch chain assembly that the attachment features from the 3/8-inch chain, but with the strength of half-inch chain attachment features. An 89-foot TTX flat car with the TPDX mark is equipped with the universal chain. Beginning in 2017, TTX began acquiring brand new 89-foot high-capacity flat cars for the military. Through 2018, TTX acquired 850 new rail cars and has followed up in 2019 with 400 additional for a combined fleet of 1,250 new flat cars. You will recognize the rail cars by their marks. The new fleet will all have a TPDX mark and a number series starting at 190000 through 190849 and 192352 through 192751. These new rail cars feature an incredible array of features that will make loading easy for most types of military equipment. First, the railcar was designed to carry over 200,000 pounds of freight. Check the stenciling of each car for exact specifications, but each new railcar will provide at least 50,000 pounds of additional capacity compared to past 89-foot chain flat cars, including increased concentrated load capabilities. Second, the new railcars were designed to handle standard ISO 20-foot and 40-foot ocean containers. Pop-up pedestals in the deck can be deployed to handle two 40-foot containers or four 20-foot containers. When loading containers, ensure the container latch has engaged the container. When the next load is all vehicles, simply drop the pedestals back into the deck and close the lids, so that the car once again becomes a flush deck railcar. Third, the new railcars feature 4 recessed channels for tie-down chain securement. The recessed channel provides a flush deck for ease of loading and equipment protection. All 40 sets of universal chains on the TPDX fit securely in the chain channels. Chains must be stowed when not in use, as notated by the stencil located on the side of the car. If commodity loading should require it, these railcars also feature 40 side stake pockets, 8 end stake pockets, 14 combination winches for 4-inch wide web strapping or wire rope, and 72 banding anchors. Last, these cars are equipped with end-of-car cushioning to reduce impact on in-train forces. You will find that all the features of the new TPDX railcars provide maximum capacity and flexibility for your needs. In addition to the 1,250 new cars, TTX is also converting the former ITTX railcars to TPDX cars to include the universal chain. These railcars will also have the TPDX mark, but will have a different number series than the new builds. So when you see the TPDX mark, you will know the railcar is 89 feet and has 40 universal chains. The universal chain assembly has additional features, but still operates in a very similar fashion to the previous half-inch chains. The chain can be easily moved from any position within the recessed channel to a location which obtains the ideal chain angle of 45 degrees if possible. To unlock a chain anchor for repositioning, slide the locking bar handle into the unlocked position, then lower the chain anchor into the channel where it can be easily moved to a new position. The channels have the design strength to position 2 anchors side by side or 2 anchors end to end. The anchor base of the chain assembly can be raised and easily locked into position with the locking bars on the anchor's base. The tabs on the locking bar are to be positioned inward to prevent the locking bar from lateral sliding during railcar movement or impact. The chain assembly is equipped with various features to facilitate many methods of attachment to the load. The grab hook is used for securing the chain when the chain is looped through appropriate securement points on the load. The claw hook may be used to shorten the loaded portion of the chain if excess chain exists for the position. The snap hook can be used to secure excess loose chain. The turnbuckle is then ratcheted tight by hand and then by standard tools for maximum securement. There are various tools that can be used to tighten down the turnbuckle. Tighten the turnbuckle until proper tensioning in the compression unit is achieved. Once tightened, the gravity lock should be engaged by sliding the sleeve up clear of the ears, rotating it a quarter turn, and then sliding the sleeve back down into the locked position. The steeper the angle on the chain, the better this gravity lock feature works. The gravity lock is most effective when the chain assembly is positioned at a 45-degree angle. However, if the equipment that you are loading does not permit a 45-degree angle or more, then the gravity lock will need to be secured with wire. TTX is proud to provide railroads and their shippers with 1,250 new TPDX 110-ton railcars for use moving rubber tire and tracked vehicles that require a chain tie down. The new railcars have a collection of features that will make the job easier than it has ever been. If you should have any questions, please feel free to contact your serving railroad or TTX directly. Thank you for your time and attention. This information is valid as of May 1st, 2019. This concludes the presentation for getting to know the TPDX railcar and the universal chain.